Hi guys, I thought I'd show this to you. I am here at BYD's headquarters at Shenzhen. In fact, that is the building right over there where everybody's taking a bit of shelter right now from the heat. And I need to show this to you. This is BYD's entire range of cars that they are producing today from all the brands, all the sub-brands. So, can you imagine this? Probably just about 20 years ago, nobody would have thought about a Chinese car company making it this big. Well, this is evidence that BYD is here to stay.
To find out more about BYD's success and where they are going, we have a word with James Ng, Managing Director of BYD Singapore and the Philippines.
James, I gotta say congratulations on last year's stellar performance. 14.39% is for especially a relatively new car company. That is quite a feat. You know, you're riding on this exceptional wave of performance. What is the next step for BYD? How do you stay abreast with all of these?
Okay, first of all, because of these good results that have delivered last year, so we are very thankful to all the stakeholders, especially our end customers, for having trust on us. So we can't fail them. So that's the reason why this year, especially, we have two objectives in Singapore. First thing is we are working on sustainability. So that's why we, for the past 1-2 months, we have established another 2 workshops for after sales. So that equates to 3. Coming middle of this year, we are going to have another 4th. So it's quite well spread in terms of location. We hope that our BYD's customers who have owned our vehicles, they have a peace of mind in terms of after-sales service. We are also working on the good call center service for BYD and also Denza. And at the same time, we are creating quite a lot of other POCs, point of contacts, not only in shopping mall, not only in a cafe, but we are going to do something different, something that we may have looked into on experience of EVs, especially for BYD brands of products. So these are the few things that we want to do for this year, especially for our end customer. But at the same time, we will be focus on ESG as well. So anything relating to environment, also on social needs, we are working on that. So that's the reason why recently we also take part in the activities for Breast Cancer Foundations. At the same time, we are also working with some of the arts organizations to integrate EVs into the arts content, so as to arouse interest for people who are keen in this area. So basically, BYD Singapore is looking at all aspects. So because we always believe that EV is not only a machine that drives point A to point B. So eventually, with the inclusion of AI and at the same time with the good driving experience, we are already creating a lifestyle. So we hope that through this, there's a synergy. Eventually, owning an EV is wonderful.
Based on this, because now you're increasing all of these touch points, and of course we have over the past few days we have seen quite a number of brands that don't even exist yet in Singapore. Would it be safe to say that you will be, with these touch points, you will also be increasing the number of brands that are available in this in Singapore's ecosystem?
That's the reason why we have included our this premium brand, Denza,
yes,
last year. So under Denza, there will be more other good products that cover other niche in the markets will be coming very soon. All right. So by end of this year for Denza, there will be another three new models coming in. There's a luxury brand called Yangwang. So we are still exploring it, and once we have a final consensus, we will definitely update the people in Singapore.
What is the significance of the Singapore market for BYD, a company like BYD? Because our volume is significantly smaller. There's no secret about it.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it's not really small. If you look into if you look at although this is a controlled number from our government, but it is still a sizable numbers. Okay, and it's still a relatively good numbers that we should work on. But especially for Singapore, because it's a developed country, it is a good regions to demonstrate EV electrifications, and thanks to our good governments, we have been enjoying that kind of good infrastructure setup. And is indeed today, Singapore is already very ready for electrification.
Yeah.
So within a short span of time, okay, I will say that because of this good electrification setup, it is a very good stage for BYD. Okay, to demonstrate the outcome and show it to regional areas in Asia Pacific, or even to Europe, or even to other areas.
Okay. Yeah, so I think this also throws on to the next question, because we recently all got a bit of exciting info: 400 kilometers in just 5 minutes. That is BYD's new super e-tech charging capabilities. And yes, the Singapore government is starting to really do a push to set up infrastructure, but no, this is again a very different ball game altogether, because what happens is that people, if you want someone to buy an EV, one of the key considerations is of course the convenience, because right now, a person who owns a regular petrol-powered car, they will spend about 3 to 5 minutes at a fuel station, top up the tank, pay, maybe buy a few things, and off they go. So this closes that gap. Suddenly you have a car with somewhat comparable distance, about 400 kilos, and it's 5 minutes. The 5 minutes is the crucial bit. How do you envision this rollout of this for, say, BYD cars? And also, maybe I can expand on that. How does this work for network work for other brands? Because it's still a charger after all. How do you envision a rollout of this?
Okay, for this technology, actually, on our side, BYD Singapore, we're working closely on the technical setup in Singapore. So once it's ready for BYD HQ to promulgate beyond China, even for overseas, we'll definitely work with our local governments to establish the infrastructure. So because of the charging station, there may be some differences as compared to the usual one. So once it's ready, we'll definitely try to push it as ASAP and to be realized in Singapore.
Wow. Right. Okay. Yeah, and I think that covers it. It's just 4 very quick questions about how BYD is moving in this industry, and I think again, congratulations on the huge success, especially for a relatively new car brand. Globally, it's a relatively new car brand. Thanks, James.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
pleasure.
Thank you.